Hey folks, welcome back. I'm at the Upton Chandler building in beautiful downtown Warner. And with me today is Rebecca Kearsarge from the Historical Society. Rebecca, welcome.
Thank you, Sean.
So what do we got? I know we got the summer reading series coming up.
We do. We have the Torrey Hill Author Series coming up in July and August. And we kick off on July 11th with Larry Sullivan, who is a resident of Warner and has done a lot of research about Warner history and people. And he's written a book called Mount Kearsarge, History, Stories, Legend, and Folktales. It's at the printer right now. We hope to have it available in July. And it's a book about stories about Mount Kearsarge. He'll talk a little bit about the history of the Winslow and Rollins State Park, talk about the Winslow House Hotel, the Summit House on the top of the mountain, USS Kearsarge, just a lot of information.
Which one?
Which one? Ours.
There's a couple of, they've gone through some phases there.
Right, exactly. So that will be coming out. And then our second reader is Ben Hewitt. He's a Vermont writer. He's coming on July 25th. And he has a farm that he and his wife have created. They built their own buildings. They have 2 boys, and they're really into homeschooling. So his latest book is about homeschooling or unschooling, as he calls it, their experience with their boys. And then in August, on August 8th, we have Dr. Robert Putnam coming to speak. People might remember his book, Bowling Alone, which is about Columbine.
Yeah.
His latest book is Our Kids, The American Dream in Crisis. And it's looking at the growing class gap in America. And he bases his study on his hometown and then expands from there about what's happening across the country. It's very timely, very appropriate follow-up after Ben Hewitt's talk, I think.
Yes. Well, I have no class, so I wouldn't know.
Oh. And April 22nd is Elizabeth Marshall Thomas. She lives in Peterborough. She has written extensively about the San people in Africa. When she was in college, her father picked up and moved their whole family to Africa.
Oh, wow.
To study these nomadic people. And she has spent a lot of time in Africa, but she's also studied a lot of animals. She has written the book, The Secret Life of Dogs.
Oh yeah, I know that book. Yep.
Yeah, and she's written about observing wolves on the Baffin Islands. She's written about deer. She's written about cats, which is her book, The Tribe of the Tiger. And her last book is about herself, A Million Years with You, which sort of covers all of these topics.
Oh, neat. Sounds like a good lineup.
It is. So these are at the Warner Town Hall at 7 o'clock on these Saturday evenings. And we have a wonderful dessert buffet afterwards. And there's time for you to meet and talk with the authors. Main Street Bookends is our supplier of books, which you can pick up these books throughout the summer or at the event. And we also have music by Don Lasand.
Oh, Don's great.
Yeah, during the social hour afterwards. So it's a really nice evening out. Tickets are $10 each, or a book of 4 for $32. And you can get them online at thewarnerhistorical.org.
Now, are they inside or are they outside?
They're inside the town hall.
Okay.
Yep.
I remember, I think one year you had some outside.
We did have some outside for the first 2 years, but we've moved inside. It's just easier to set up,
deal with the elements.
Right, deal with the elements.
And you never know out there in Warner, you know,
right.
So.
And Catherine at Bookends will also have the tickets as well.
Well, she'll have the tickets too. So it's limited seating there, right? We can't hold 1,000 people.
We can't hold 1,000 people, but we can definitely hold 150 with no problem.
And you get good turnouts for that.
And we get really good turnouts.
Well, good. So that starts again when?
July 11th.
July 11th. Folks, get on down. It sounds like a lot of fun. And once again, there's always something wonderful happening in Warner. Back to you.